Alright, let's start this annual vlog thing. This is Wakeangel2K1. I got Caliburn with me, and I am on my way to the Jacob Javits Center for New York Comic-Con 2012. It's around 9 in the morning by now, so the convention officially starts in an hour. I got here early so I could get on the line. I'm not sure how long the line is now. Hopefully, getting here an hour early was enough that I won't have to go around the block twice again. In fact, I think I can see the line. It looks like it's just reaching the corner, which is significantly better than last time. As you recall, last year, I actually had to go completely around the block, then to the next block. So, definitely a step up. Okay, I will make my next report from inside the convention. Alright, my hopes were confirmed. Already, I was told to go to the green entrance, and I can see no appreciative signs of a line. I think those green banners, yeah, that's the entrance, and there is a line, but it is so far entirely contained within the building still. That's a good sign. Very good sign. And here it is, the internal line. I still maintain that the situation is better than last year because, you know, I made it to the internal line. Okay, obviously the line isn't even moving yet because the convention officially opens at 10. So it appears for now, this is as far as I go. Okay, it is now 10 a.m. The line has moved, and I am ascending the final escalator to enter the con floor proper. Yep. Ascending an escalator. Isn't this just the most riveting thing you've ever seen? Ah, look, King of the Nerds. Okay, so we enter. Awesome things. What am I going to do with it all? Okay, this is where I just give it a break. Alright, so the way this is going to work is when I'm showing you my pictures, I'm going to be narrating, you know, manually. So I'm going to be describing who the characters are, and I'm also going to be talking about my personal experiences at the convention. You know, just to fill in the time, because otherwise you'd just be looking at pictures and there'd be no sound. So, starting with a nice Judge Dredd cosplayer, I just wanted to let you know that my Sonic costume had gloves, which made holding the camera very slippery. You know, well, you know, I just kind of hate having to take the camera out every time I need to take a shot. So I'm not exactly the biggest shutterbug in the convention, so there's only going to be a few dozen pictures for the entire 3 days, but you know, I'm hoping that that you'll like the selection, because whenever someone looked really good, I took a picture, so you're pretty much seeing the cream of the crop from me. Oh, by the way, this particular Wonder Woman is Marlene. She is my friend Eli's girlfriend, and you know, she's my friend too. She's a really nice girl. Of course, Wonder Woman is a popular costume for the convention. You even have small children and toddlers dressing as them. Oh, aren't they so cute? So yeah, the convention was the New York Comic-Con is getting almost as popular as the San Diego one. The convention was completely sold out, so there was like well over 100,000 people crammed into this building. It's a very large building, but yes, there were times when you, especially going through doors and upstairs and stuff, it's like a queue, a line. It's just really hard to get anywhere. if you're planning on going to the convention, I would recommend bring your own food, because convention food is really expensive. A bottled water costs $4, and actually I don't think anything in there costs less than $4, even if it's just like a little empanada that's like 2 bites. Yeah, it's like everything there is just way overpriced. And if you go outside to eat, like at McDonald's or something, then it's going to take you another 45 minutes to get back in, because they'll make you get in line again. So yeah, just keep that in mind. No, let's keep talking about costumes, huh? Okay, so this is the Lego booth. Going back to the video, because it's hard to tell, but this is actually a mosaic made out of thousands and thousands of Lego bricks, and they're building it as part of the show. So I'm going to come back a little later and see if I can get a complete shot of this, because it's quite a thing. So of course, being the comic fan that I am, the first place that I always run to is the Archie Comics booth. Well, because, you know, those are the only comics I collect. A lot of people like to cram into Marvel or DC properties, but nope. Me, I run straight for Archie so I can talk to the creators of the Sonic comic. The cool thing is that by now they actually recognize me. Here's Ian Flynn holding Caliburn. Then he just looks so awesome. And he actually watches me on YouTube, from what I understand. So when I showed him my Death Egg robot and Mecha Sally and Uncle Chuck, and he really loved seeing them in person. But you know, I was hoping to surprise him, but the fact is that he already knew about them, because he watches me, and that actually makes me feel even better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting myself a little bit giddy here. So actually, I wore a Sonic costume that I kind of stitched together in a day right before the convention. It's just a blue t-shirt with the sleeves cut off and a big stomach patch sewed on, a pair of gloves. But people really loved it. There weren't a lot of Sonic cosplayers this year, so whenever people saw me, I was really popular. I intended to only wear the costume the first day, but getting such a positive response, I wore it every day, because I liked how people recognized me and lavished me with praise. Again, that's just the kind of guy that I am. Of course, who wouldn't like that? Another slightly cool thing about conventions is how you can sometimes look at really obscure characters and then feel like a badass when you can guess who they are. This is the Elastic Waistband and the Quickster. You know, parody superheroes from SpongeBob. Yeah, I also encountered them the next day with some more characters. You'll see that in the next video. Of course, more easily recognizable characters like the Shredder are fun to run into too, as well, also. Mostly because it's really cool to see people make really nice, detailed costumes of them. I mean, this guy, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think I will be uploading more high-resolution pictures to PhotoBucket. If this video does not satisfy, you can see them better there. Mere photos couldn't really capture this, so this has to be another video clip. It's the Mystery Machine. Even has a personalized place that says Zoink. That's the time-traveling DeLorean from Back to the Future. And you look, it has a light-up capacitor inside.
You may think that you know sports.
There's the Batcycle and the Adam West Batmobile.
We went to a show in Chicago
See if I
together.
get a better angle to get the Batmobile.
Talk about baseball. You know, sports guys, well-rounded woman country. Hello,
But you can't sit. John thinks you stand by the door. What's stand by the door?
Of course, everyone wants pictures of
Stand
the
by it like
Batmobile.
that, but you're not allowed to sit in it.
Batmobile, awesome. So yeah, if the transitions from narration of pictures to video seems a little bit jarring, well, that's because well, I really don't feel like editing in lead-ins. You know, it's all pretty basic. Um, yeah, we've got really nice costumes this year. And of course, similar to last year, Adventure Time is unbelievably popular for cosplay. I mean, you can't go 2 minutes without seeing somebody dressed up as a character from Adventure Time. Especially like seeing newer characters like Flame Princess here. Although, surprisingly, one of the more popular characters, Marcel, you know, from the gender swapped episode of Adventure Time with with Fiona and Cake, that's actually one of the most popular ones. You can see Marcel right here in the front. There's also a lumpy space princess wearing a plastic bag dress, and you know, a bunch of Fionas and Finns, and there is a Marceline in the background. So you know, there was even a demon Finn if you were paying close enough attention. So yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised how popular Marcel is, considering that he cameoed for about a quarter of a second in one episode. Whatever. It's kind of a cool concept, male version of Marceline. You know, just like female Fiona. Of course, there's always you know, there's everybody. There's Disney princesses like Ariel here. I just had to take the picture because this is my mother's favorite Disney princess. And you know, you also got amazing costumes from everybody. Like this Mr. Freeze, his gun actually shoots fog to make it look like an actual freeze blaster. And Red Sanja, she was actually a very big fan of Sonic, and she liked my costume every bit as much as I liked hers. And that's awesome. Of course, it's just great to see a lady who can actually pull off the scale mail bikini look in public, which is okay. Moving on, we see some Tiger and Bunny. Actually, people who can actually scratch build armor like this, that's just as impressive as being able to pull off a scale mail bikini. Okay, gotta get off that. Like I said, other Sonic cosplayers were pretty rare this year, but I did run into a Knuckles close to the end of my day. Now I gotta say, I just didn't have the endurance. I was heading home by 6:30, cause like at the beginning of the video, I saw my caption. I had like 45 minutes of sleep. The anticipation kept me awake all night. So by 6:30, I was finding myself having a hard time staying conscious. So I had to call it quits. Of course, it is October in New York, so by now the sun's already setting. And we see Marek here, holding up the winged dragon of Ra and commanding all Steves to do his bidding with his Millennium Rod. And that's because, yeah, she was actually doing the abridged series impression. And just before I left to grab the train, I found a really cool Fierce Deity Link with a really cool Helix blade. It's as big as he is. Alright, so more to come in the Day 2 video. Look forward to that.